What's going on, social media socialites? I don't know if you can see me okay, but we are live. If you are watching this for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole and I own DeanCole Financial. We're a consulting firm and we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. That's who I am, that's what I do. And this is a live video, a live lecture. Now, I am about to light up this cigar. I'm actually gonna show you guys what I'm doing. Here, right here. I'm gonna get my coals together because I'm about to smoke this salmon. Let me show you. Hear that? You hear that? I wonder if you guys can see that. So I'm actually about to smoke this salmon. I'm waiting for it to get to be 300 degrees. And once it's at 300 degrees, I'm going to go ahead and smoke the salmon. And this is a long intro, I know it is. But like the title of the video says, I'm going to teach on how you're able to start a business and how you're able to never go broke as a business owner. So I am actually going to put this salmon on right now, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to teach. So this is live. So if you've never seen this before, if you've never seen me before, this is a live lecture unlike anything you've ever seen before. So I want all of you guys to do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that share button. You guys already know what the deal is. It's 150 people watching live, just like that. I want all of you guys to hit the like button and hit the share button right now. As I go on and put this salmon on. Y'all hear that? Can you hear it? Oh, that sounds so good. Now, for all the people that are watching on the replay, you saw the thumbnail. So yes, this is live. You saw the thumbnail. You saw that this is a live lecture. You saw the video. So I don't want to hear nobody saying, get to the point. Listen, the entire video is the point. This is a live lecture, okay? This is a live video. So if you say hurry up and get to the point, for all the people that are watching the replay, this is the point. So you're just too late. So you guys got to bear with me for a second as I set myself up. I'm using a tripod. So everybody that's in the building, go ahead and say where you're watching from. This is live, guys, so bear with me for a second. I got to get my tripod together. I think I might have gone up too far. Let's see. Yeah, I went up way too far. Oh, man. Give me a moment, guys, while I get this together. Bam! There we go. How are we looking? We looking a lot better now, guys. There we go. You hear that? That's my neighbors cranking up their boats. My neighbor cranking up their boat. I need to get my boat game together. I got to get my boat game up to par. I got to get my boat game up to par. So, give me a second, guys. Oh, man. I don't know. Have you guys ever had the Bel Air Lux before? This is one of my new favorite little drinks or whatnot or whatever. And it goes really, really well with this. It goes very well with this cigar. So, I know this is a bit of a longer intro. What the world? Birds flying all over the place. It's outside. Listen, This is live. Ain't no telling what might happen. You know what I'm saying? God forbid, God forbid we don't lose power. We good to go. So my baby is in the house. Y'all saw her when the video first started with her dog Charcoal. She's in the house. My brother just got in town, and my fiance is doing the sweet potatoes in the kitchen. And I said, you know what, baby, I think I want to go live. So I am teaching live, guys. So let's do a temperature check. So this is somewhat of a longer intro. So majority of the people that catch me live, they're already clients of mine. So the people that are watching live right now, they already know. But the people that are watching on the replay, listen, this is a live lecture, all right? And so this is very interactive. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. And if you are watching me on the replay and you're like, Dean, I didn't know you was live. How come I didn't know you was live? Two things. Thing number one, you've either seen one of my videos before, but you did not subscribe, or thing number two, you did subscribe, or you did not hit the bell. So unsubscribe, subscribe again, and hit that notification bell, and then you'll be notified next time I'm live. Now, the last time I was out here live, I took your questions, okay? Now, I'm not going to take your questions specifically, but I am going to. I might take a couple questions. Like I said, this video won't be too long because I'm cooking, so I'm gonna have to check on the food in a moment. But it's not gonna be too long because, like I said, I have a house full of people that are waiting for me. But I did want to teach on how to grow a successful business. A lot of you guys have been watching me and they was like, Dean, well, how is it that you're able to, live the type of lifestyle that you live and be successful? And I always say it's because I use business credit, okay? So somebody says they have a question. Somebody says, how do I become a client? Okay, Tony, if you want to become a client, there is a link in the bottom of this video as well as a link in the bottom of all of my videos. Go to DCFIOnline.com/enroll. So if you go to DCFIOnline.com/enroll, it'll take you directly through the enrollment process, and you can enroll and you can become a client. So let's do somewhat of a temperature check. So if you are watching me and this is your first time watching me or first time catching me live, I want you to say first time. If you are a client of mine and you're already enrolled into my course or I've done one-on-one consultation with you, I want you to say client. If you're just a subscriber and you've seen my videos before but you have not subscribed, I want you to say family, all right? So the first one is first time, if it's your first time watching. Second, if you're a client, I want you to say client. Third, if you are your family member and this is or you're a subscriber or you follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook, I want you to say family, okay? And yep, this is interactive, all right, guys? All of you guys hit that like button and the thumbs up right now, okay? Thank you so much for participating. All right, thank you so much for dropping the link to and become a client as well, okay? So let's see who the first person was to comment. The first person was to comment was Trucker, what was that? Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob was the first one. The second person was She, S-H-E-E says, hey, Dean, how are you doing, She? Thank you so much for participating. All right, Lisa, thank you for participating. All right, you got the Nick says, thank you for participating. Already hip to the rules. Thank you for participating. All right, Henry Valdena, thank you for participating. Emmanuel, thank you for participating. All right, Robert Scott, thank you for participating. Willie Cornell, thanks for participating. We got people watching from all over the U.S., all over the world. Thanks so much for participating. All right, thank you so much for participating. So first time, so Harvest Outreach Center Church. This is your first time watching me. Thanks so much for watching Harvest Outreach Center Church. Listen, this is unlike anything you've ever seen before. I'm about to teach truth to power on how you can start a successful business and ministry and not go broke, okay? All right, Tanya Bakley says she's family. All right, Ray David is family. He's a client of mine. Ray David is in the building. Thank you so much for participating. Thanks so much for participating. All right, Jorge Blanco said, I'm the best. Thank you so much for that, Jorge. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much for that. So let's see. Now, all of you guys, mostly I saw a lot of clients and then I saw a lot of people that just said they're family. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, I want you to say owner. Okay? If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, if you own your own business, or you own your own ministry, or you own your own coaching program, or anything along those lines, I want you to say owner. Okay. If you are if you want to own your own business, or if you want to be an entrepreneur, I want you to say soon to be. All right. I want you to say soon to be. If you are a student, or if you are a student, if you're in college, I want you to say student. So let's do a temperature check to see who is all with me right now. I don't know if y'all can smell it, but that salmon smells. I know. I wish y'all could smell it. That salmon smells so good right now. You hear me? It smells so good. All right. Thank you so much for participating. I see a lot of soon-to-be's in the building. Thank you so much for participating. I see some owners in the building, which are my clients, like Makita Maxey. He and I spoke today. Let's see. Carolyn Raven says family. All right, Janika Wallace says family. All right, Chris Washington is an owner. Alex Express is an owner. Edmund, is that? I just say Anthony. I just say your last name because first name messing with my mind. Anthony, he is a owner. All right, Reggie Clark is an owner. What's up, brother? Makita Max is in the building. Tanya Bailey is an owner. All right, Jorge is an owner. All right, Roland is an owner. All right, Janikia is an owner and a client. Thank you for participating, Janikia. Okay, I see a lot of people that are owners. I see a lot of people that are clients. I see a lot of people that say soon to be. So here's the first one. All right, Alpha Mean Trucking says soon to be. All right, The Rock says soon to be. Sydney says soon to be. All right, good stuff. It looks like most of the people that are in here are all owners. Okay, most of the people that are in here are all owners, or they're entrepreneurs. Okay, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. There's a total of 160 people watching live. I need all 160 of you guys to hit the like button right now and hit that share button. You guys already know. Like I said, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I want all of you guys to hit that share button right now. So a lot of you guys asked the question, how is it that you're able to, because I took off for the month of July. So I took off for the month of July. So they say, Dean, how is it possible that you're actually able to take off for the month of July? How is it that you're able to travel and do the things that you do as a entrepreneur, as a black-owned entrepreneur, black-owned business? Because how many of y'all know that it's more difficult to get funding for as a black-owned business than it is any other business? If you agree, I want you to say agree. If you don't agree, say don't agree, and we could talk about it in the comments. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you. I'm gonna give it to you all the way straight. So it's more difficult. The reason why it's more difficult is because most other ethnicities, most other ethnos, whether they be Asian, whether they be Caucasian, whether they be Hispanic, a lot of them have a family dynamic to entrepreneurship that the African American diaspora does not. Unfortunately, that's the truth of the matter. Unfortunately, in the African American community, we have this crab-like, competitive-like nature. And because we have this crab-like, competitive-like nature, it's more difficult for us to get funding. The reason why is because we don't have a lot of the education. We don't have a lot of the resources, a lot of the quote-unquote co-signers, or a lot of the investors than other demographics do. That's just fact of the matter. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can argue with me all day long if this is water behind me, or you can argue with me if it's the desert behind me. A fact is a fact. That's water behind me, salt water on top of that. Listen to me. So that being said, I'm going to teach you guys how I am able to do so. Now, this is me, how I've been able to grow my business and to be successful as an entrepreneur, because 90% of everything you see that I have, 90 of it is either a business write-off and or a business expense, okay? It's a business write-off and or business expense. I saw some people asking questions. They were like, well, how are you able to get tax write-offs? A lot of people ask how you're able to get tax write-offs, okay? A lot of people want to know, well, how are you able to deduct your taxes and whatnot? There's a reason why Donald Trump has not shown his taxes. There's a reason why he doesn't want to show his taxes and show the books, and I'm going to break it down for you and show you how you're able to position yourself and how you can make sure that you never go broke as an entrepreneur. If you're ready to go and you're with me, I want you to say ready to go, okay? 3 words, ready, the number 2, or TOO, whichever you want, go. I want you to participate with me. And if you're watching this for the first time, you don't know the routine, and you're watching on the replay, the reason why I want you to communicate with me is because I want you to make a mind muscle connection with this content. I want you guys to participate as if you're watching me live, because it allows you to recall this information as if you're there with me. And if you're watching on the replay, the cool thing about YouTube now, it allows you to see the comments below, and it allows you to see the comments below so that you can kind of see the people and you can see how they interact. Thank you so much for participating. All right, Reggie, thank you for participating. Sydney, thank you for participating. Jay, thank you for participating. Marquita, thank you for participating. Rodriguez, thank you for participating. Harvest Church Ministries, thank you for participating. Samuel Trek, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for participating. All right, we're ready to go. So that being said, the first thing is this. You have to position yourself as a legitimate business and ministry. Okay? So you have to be a legitimate business and ministry. 2018 is dope, okay? The cool thing about 2018 is you can just you can press play on your phone and you can now record, and now you have a platform. The cool thing about 2018, you can do what Kim Kardashian did, and you can go direct to consumer, and you can make $5 million in 5 minutes, okay? She did not have any distribution deal. What Kim Kardashian did was she created her products, and then she did it as a regular e-commerce, where she sent people to her website. She made $5 million in 5 minutes. Did you guys see that? If you saw that, I want you to say saw it. Or no, if you heard that. If you heard that Kim Kardashian made $5 million in 5 minutes, I want you to say heard it, okay? If you heard that, if you saw it or heard about it, if you saw it on Baller Alert or The Shade Room, or you heard it on The Breakfast Club, or anything along those lines, I want you to say heard it. This is so good. This is so good. Bel Air cut the check. Nah. Rich Forever. Rick Ross cut the check. This is so good. No, this is not sponsored by Bel Air, but this is so good. And it goes with this macanudo so well. So well. Okay? Thank you so much for participating. Now, if you didn't see it, I want you to say didn't. Or if you didn't hear about it, I want you to say didn't. All right? So even if you're watching this on the replay, okay? If you heard about it or you saw it, I want you to say saw it. If you didn't hear about it or you didn't see it, I want you to say didn't see, okay? And once again, this is live. So in a moment, I'm going to have to go and check my salmon. And because it smells so good, I got to make sure that the salmon is good. Make sure the salmon is together. All right? Thank you so much for participating, Lisa. Alicia, thank you for participating. Harvest Church, thank you for participating. James, thank you for participating. Jackson, thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. So the very first thing is this. You have to make sure that you are a legitimate business. Now, the cool thing about, like I said, 2018 and social media marketing, and anybody and their mama can sell a product, they become an expert just because they press play, okay? But one of the things that will never fade away is the laws of banking and finance, okay? And the laws of banking and finance, and we're talking about how you can start a business and not go broke, is that you have to be a legitimate business first, okay? Now, the last time I was live, I was talking to a gentleman. He called into the podcast, and he has 90,000 people on YouTube. 90,000 people on YouTube. A nice big platform. He's been selling products. He's been selling t-shirts. He's been selling coaching products. But now, and I'm not talking down to him, okay? The #1 best-selling book when it comes to business development says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. So I'm not talking down to him at all. I'm just speaking truth to power. And so he calls himself an entrepreneur and a business owner. So according to the streets, according to the hustlenomics, and according to social media, he is a business. But when it comes to the laws of banking and finance, and when it comes to the laws of credit and commercial banking, he is not, because he has not established himself. He's selling a product, he's hustling, but he's not an entrepreneur. That's the reason why I have a love-hate relationship with the term hustler. Because yes, you want to hustle. Like I played football and I played defensive end. And if I didn't play defensive end, I played outside linebacker. So my defensive coordinator always used to say, hustle, Cole, hustle, hustle, hustle. Always a hustle. So I come from the mindset that hustling means working harder or sacrificing to get there. If you understand where I'm coming from, I want you to say got it, okay? So got it. Now, the generation before me, they look at the term hustler as a negative, as it's a derogatory colloquialism in the urban diaspora. They look at hustler as somebody that is a scam artist, or they look at hustler as somebody that is a charlatan, or they look at hustler as somebody that sells snake oil. So in the generation before me, they look at hustler as a negative thing. In my generation, they look at hustle as in work ethic, get out, go get it, and come back with it, being hard, working hard. The new generation, the millennial generation, they look at a hustler as an entrepreneur that has multiple different streams of income. Okay, if you think that hustler is a good thing, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Words mean things based on the definition that we put on them, but nevertheless, a lot of times they think, oh, you just got to hustle. You just got to press play and go. So that does have its place. But at the same time, your foundation has to be together. If your foundation is not together, then everything will crumble. Prime example. So my home, this home right here, I wish I could show you guys the house across the street. They're building a house across the street, and I didn't know this at all. But this home right here, you see those pillars that's on my deck? They go 15 feet in the ground. My house, I don't have a basement on my home. Those pillars are all in my house as well. They go 15 feet in the ground, okay? The reason why they go 15 feet in the ground is because what happens is that this is Lake Pontchartrain. Lake Pontchartrain feeds into the Gulf of Mexico. So because of erosion and because of the salt water, that it can actually, the ground and the earth could actually pull away, and the house could sink into the lake. All of these houses, as you see, all of these houses, you see, they all are built on tiebacks and pallets, okay? The reason why is because we live on the water, and salt water specifically. Salt water has some of the most damaging type of water that you can live on, okay? Just speaking facts. It's a prime example. If somebody goes to build this house, and I didn't know this at all until I saw the people next door, because I was like, what are they building? The people next door, they came and they had these huge, like I said, 15 feet. They had these huge, they look just like that, and they were just sticking them in the ground. And I was like, why are they sticking them in the ground? Because that's what's required to make that foundation. All right. So if you're ready for me to go and get to the next level, the first thing is foundation. Okay. I want all of you guys, even if you're watching on the replay, to say foundation. Foundation. Once again, I'm teaching on how you're able to never go broke as a business owner by building business credit. So the analogy that I use is the gentleman that called into the podcast. And if you didn't watch that video, then there's going to be a link at the end of this video that'll take you to that video where I did a live Q&A. And at the end, I took the phone calls. He was actually the last gentleman that I spoke to. And I'm not talking down to him at all. I'm actually very impressed by his platform, and I'm looking to build and connect with him. But I'm using it as an opportunity to teach truth to power about the fact that he is successful, but he reached a ceiling because he did not build that platform the right way. He did not build that foundation. The way you build a foundation is this. You must be either a LLC, you must be a limited liability company, you must be incorporated, whether it's an INC or SN or S Corp or C Corp. You must be a legitimate business. You cannot be a sole proprietor. You cannot be a DBA. You can't just jump and get an EIN number and say, okay, I'm a business, okay? So you have to have the proper foundation. The way that you do this is you have to be a legitimate LLC, a legitimate INC, or a legitimate S Corp or C Corp. There are multiple different things that go into each institutional organization. Or for a ministry, you must be a 501c3. You must be a non-profit organization, okay? You can't just be somebody that says, I feel the Spirit of the Lord has told me to go preach the gospel to the sick and to the poor. You go out and you get a storefront church, and now you got people paying you tithes and they giving you offerings, and you're not set up the right way. You're doing it illegally. You know, the #1 best-selling book when it comes to teaching on how to start a ministry says that render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and render unto Jehovah God glorify that which is God, which is doing things legal. All right. If you guys are with me, and I'm talking kind of fast and I'm teaching fast because I actually, give me a second, guys. I got to go check on this salmon. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, guys, sorry for the brief interlude. I am back, so forgive me. Sorry for the brief interlude. I am back. Give me a moment, guys. I said this is live, okay? This is live in the impromptu. Okay, so I have to finish teaching this in about 15 minutes because dinner is going to be ready in 15 minutes, okay? So, as a quick recap, what I'm teaching on is how you're able to never go broke as an entrepreneur by using business credit. There are a lot of people that will start out just going, just hustling. They just go into it. They say, okay, I have this idea, I have this concept, I have this product. They'll hustle hard. They'll do the hard work, but they won't set up the proper foundation, okay? They have to set up the proper foundation, okay? That's the very first thing. You have to set up the proper foundation. So the first thing you have to do is set up the proper foundation. After you set up your proper foundation, you can choose to be a LLC, a INC, a S Corp, a C Corp. You know, I will teach separately on what those different items are. I'll teach those separately. If you want to know what the different benefits of them are, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can catch me live again when I'm taking phone calls. I can answer your call specifically, and or excuse me, and or watch my videos. Watch a lot of my videos where I teach and I break down what it is and what it means. Now, so after you get the proper foundation, second thing you have to do is you have to build. I want everybody to say build. If you're with me and you didn't get lost, or I didn't lose you with my brief intermission. Like I said, I got 15 minutes and then I got to get ready to eat. I want you to say build. Build. What is it that you have to build? There are three things that you have to build to never go broke as an entrepreneur using business credit, okay? There are three things you have to build to never go broke as an entrepreneur using business credit, all right? So you guys are with me? Okay? I want everybody right now to hit that like button and hit that share button, okay? I want all of you guys to hit the like button. I want you to share it. Share it on Facebook, in your private Facebook group. I want you to share it on Instagram. How can you share it on Instagram? Do the screen record, do a screen record, do a screenshot, and at me at E.DeanCole on Instagram. Let me know that you shared this. All right, share it in the group text. The second thing that you have to do is you have to build. There are 3 things that you need to build. The first thing that you have to build is you have to build up your business profile, okay? What do I mean by business profile? Now, everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows about personal credit. Everybody knows about credit, okay? Okay, let's say for instance, okay, all right, Dean, I hear what you're saying, my man. You know, I want to go out and I want to sell tank tops. You know what I'm saying? I want to sell tank tops. You dig what I'm saying? I want to sell tank tops. I want to sell tank tops. So what I do is I go out and I create me a LLC. I create me an LLC, and now I'm selling tank tops, all right? That's what you're doing. You create your LLC, you're selling tank tops. I go into my bank. My bank tells me, Dean, I can't get no loan. Dean, you lied to me. They said that I got to have good credit or I got to have a cosigner in order to build my business. How many of you guys have ever heard that before? I apologize, guys. It's hot. I'm in New Orleans. It's hot. So I'm sweating like a pastor preaching. I'm sweating like a pastor preaching, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's live, unlike anything you've ever seen before. All right? So how many of you guys have ever heard that before? Shared it. Thank you so much for sharing it. All right, Alex says build. Alex says build. Okay. All right, so she says yes. Who else has ever heard that before? If you've ever heard it before, I want you to say heard it. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to participate with me as if you're watching live, okay? I want you to say heard it. If you've ever heard that you have to have good credit, you gotta have a cosigner, you gotta have all this money in the bank in order to get a loan from the bank, all right? If you've ever heard that before, I want you to say heard it, all right? Thank you so much for participating. Heard it. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Williams. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much, Jorge. Heard it. A lot of people says heard that, okay? Heard it. That is one method and one avenue that you're able to do. So remember, I said in the beginning of this video, in the African-American community, in the African-American diaspora, it's more difficult to start a business because we don't have, a lot of times we're not born into good financial situations. So we have to get our own finances together before we try to go out and start a business a lot of times. A lot of times in the African-American community, we start a business being broke. All right? I just use Donald Trump because he's the person that's the best. Donald Trump, his daddy gave him $1 million when he was 19 years old to start his real estate business. Now, granted, I understand, like, Dean, my daddy didn't give me $1 million. No, but guess what? He did give you probably a cosign. He did probably give you $10,000. He probably did give you something. You dig what I'm saying? He probably did give you a connection or a resource. I'm just saying, I'm not making this video to be racial. I'm just speaking truth to power. So the very first thing is that a lot of times people hear that you have to have good credit or you have to have a cosigner when you go to a bank. That is true when you go to a traditional bank. Remember, I'm teaching how you're able to start a business and never go broke using business credit. All right? If you don't have a 720 credit score, if you don't have $10,000 to deposit into a bank, you're not going to get a business credit card. You're not going to get a business loan. So what am I to do? That's what I teach you. I teach you the other avenue. All right. One avenue is you can go directly in with that 720. You can go directly in with money in the bank, or you can build it. Remember, we're talking about the phase of building. You have to build a business profile. How do you build a business profile? Instantly, you have a good business profile with a 720 FICO and 10,000 in the bank. Instant business profile. If you don't have that, that's fine. Then what you might have to do is you have to build up your business profile by using Dun & Bradstreet. Remember, there are 3 things you need to build. I'm going to teach on this. There are 3 things you need to build in order to make sure that you can build business credit. The first thing is make sure that you can never go broke using business credit. The first thing is building up your business profile. You have to have a DUNS number. I'm not going to teach the idiosyncrasies of all of this because I have hours and hours and hours of videos teaching everything in its totality. But the first thing that you have to do is you have to make sure that you have a DUNS number. Make sure that you have an 80 paydex score. You have to have a total of 5 payment experiences, 5 different accounts in your business name so that you can have an 80 Paydex. Then along with that, you have to have a line of credit that is more than $1,000 reporting to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Business, okay? That's what's required for you to get to tier 2 credit. Now, when you get to tier 2 credit, now we're at the point where we're cooking with hot grease. Now we at the sexy stuff, all right? When you're at tier 2 credit, then you're able to get a line of credit with Delta Airlines. So you can travel using your business name. Now you're at the point to where you can get Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover credit cards, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 business credit, using your business credit. Now you're at the point to where you can get equipment financing, and everything is considered equipment financing when you are a business. Everything is considered equipment financing when you are a business. Everything. What mistake that a lot of people make is they say, oh, I'm gonna go to the bank to get money. You don't go to the bank till you're at tier 3. All right? You go to the bank at tier 3. You don't go to the bank at tier 1. You don't go to the bank at tier 2. And it's very important that you don't go there before you're ready, because if you go there before you're ready, you're going to ruin it. Yes, Precious? This is my daughter.
Daddy, Terry smells something.
She smells something? All right, tell her that it's the brown sugar. Tell her to open up the oven and check to see if it's the brown sugar that's crystallizing on the salmon. All right, guys, I got to get ready to go in a moment. I didn't want to talk really long, but I did want to share some stuff with you. First thing is you have to build up your business profile. Second thing that you have to build, remember there are 3 things you have to build to make sure you can never go broke. First thing is your business profile. Second thing is you have to build your online presence, okay? What do you mean by that? I have so many clients that have 2 or 3 posts on Instagram. I have clients that have an Instagram account with no face and no name, and they say that they're a business, that they're an entrepreneur, but they don't have a business profile. They don't have, I have to go and check this because I smell it now. Give me a second, guys. I don't want this salmon to go down. I took it from the grill and I put it in the oven for 5 minutes just to make sure that everything was good. But the second thing is you have to have your business profile. Give me a second, guys, while I go check on this. Remember, this is live, okay? This is live. Like 5 minutes. I'll be ready in 5 minutes, baby. You go ahead and play everything up, okay? Yeah. All right, baby, I love you. Oh, we do have boxes. I knew we had them somewhere, so. Okay, we'll go through them for them. I'm almost done. Okay, guys, I have about another hour. Have another hour on this cigar, and I can teach for another hour, but I have to go. My family is calling me. My baby done cooked the sweet potatoes. The salmon is so phenomenal. I'll take a picture of it and I'll share it on Instagram to show you guys. But I want to teach basically that you have to have your online business presence. Why do you have your online business presence? For multiple reasons. One, you have to let clients know who you are. You have to let clients know that you are a legitimate business. And 2, when you do go to these banks, they're going to look you up online. They're going to look up your business website. They're going to look all of that good stuff up. They're going to look you up in what's called AUS, automatic underwriting systems and engines, but they're also going to look you up on Instagram. They're going to look you up on Facebook. That's what's one of the things that are important when it comes to being in 2018. You have to get with the times. You can't say, well, I don't understand that and I don't believe in that. Listen, you have to do it. I don't like doing Instagram. Instagram is hard. I'm not a pretty little thought running around. You dig what I'm saying? I just say I'm not. But it's something that you have to do to make sure that you have more clientele coming in, as well as to make sure that when banks and underwriters go to look for you, they can get what they need to get to confirm who you are. And the third thing you have to build, okay, the third thing, and this is the last thing, and I really got to go, guys, and I'm going to do another teaching. I just wanted to touch you guys real quick. I wanted to really just come in and just touch you guys real quick. But the third thing that you guys have to build, okay, third thing that you have to build, you must make sure that you build your receipts. You have to build your track record. What do I mean by that? I was looking on YouTube Live, and my good friend TB Trucker Brown, he said it was like they were talking about tax write-offs. Okay, when you are an entrepreneur and you are a business, and you are a legitimate entrepreneur for real, you need to put everything in your business name. When I say everything, I mean everything. You cannot be sloppy. Okay, you cannot be sloppy, because you can write off 90% of your lifestyle. I teach CEO lifestyle. What's the CEO lifestyle? Like Donald Trump, like Warren Buffett, like E.DeanCole, like all these great entrepreneurs, they are always constantly doing business, so they're able to write all of this off. So instead of you making the IRS rich, instead of you making the government rich, you're making yourself rich, because you're running everything through your business and through your business name. So that's how you're able to get the biggest tax write-offs. So that's how you're able to put more money in your pocket and enjoy life. If I have to pay $15,000 to the IRS, I will much rather take a cruise. I would much rather go out on 10 or 15 luncheons. I would much rather go get the learning and education that I need by taking a coaching course or taking a learning course. And instead of having to pay $15,000 to the IRS, now I only have to pay $5,000, but I empowered myself. If you understand that, if you understand where I'm coming from, I want you to say, got it, okay? If you don't understand where I'm coming from, and if you don't got it, guys, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, okay? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Make sure that you follow me on Facebook, and I'm going to share more information. I just kind of wanted to maximize this time outside alone while I was cooking. Like I said, I was just talking to my fiance, talking to my daughter, and I said that, you know what, I'm about to go live because I saw some of you guys asking these type of questions, and people were asking me, Dean, what is it that you do for a living? How in the world are you able to do what you're doing? Like, I posted a video of, like, there was like 15 of us, and we were out in the Bahamas, and they were like, well, how are you able to do that? That was all for free. I did that 100% for free. 100% for free. Business credit, using business credit, business write-off. All right, guys, listen, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. There is no situation, no circumstance that is more than you are. You are a overcomer. You are a conqueror. You are able to achieve anything you want to do. It might not come tomorrow, it might not come next week, but if you put down the energy and the effort, you can achieve it. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know them, you can meet them. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you don't have the character, you can develop it. Stay woke. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.